Well, this is the locking handle, and this is going to be a little bit more involved than something we've done prior to this, okay? So off we go here. I'm going to move this over into my next screen. And standard part. Again, all these parts should be going into my vault. I'm going to pull my vault open here. Oops, Doug's vault. What's going on here? Why can't I grab my vault? Okay, tool post, and there are all the parts that we have been building up. Okay, so we've been slowly building our inventory all in the same vault project, which is going to be very helpful when we go to assemble this, which is going to be next week on the week 7. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go into 3D on this just to start with because I'm going to go here and drop this down, pick my plane, and I want to pick the XY plane. I'm gonna hit the visibility on that, and I want to build up on this. And this is just because I have multiple planes that I'm going to be working with, and I want something that I'm familiar with. Okay, so I'm going to go reach down here and just touch it, right click, and go. Actually, I am in my sketch, so I don't even have to pick it. I can just go down there and pick it. So I'm going to circle, pull, oops, and that's the thing that I don't want. I don't want to be sketching in that view, okay? So I'm going to finish sketch. I'm going to delete that sketch, okay? And I'm going to go up here to create 2D sketch, and I'm going to pick this plane. Now you can see the way the X and Y and the Z is now moving up, and that's what I wanted, okay? So I'm going to pick this point and pull it out, okay? I have a diameter of 1.33, okay? And I have an extrusion, right click, done, right click, finish spec. I'm going to have an extrusion height of 3. Okay? So there's my block for this thing. Okay? Now I'm going to go into view, go to visual styles, I'm going to go to wireframe. I'm also going to go over here and find my axis and right click and make that axis visible, because this is going to be really important because I have to come up this axis and then hang a right or a left out here depending on which way I want to go. Okay? So and what I can tell you is I can look at this drawing and I can see as I'm drawing this for you that there's some information that's missing in this drawing. I don't have anything that shows me where this handle's coming out. Okay, I have the length of it, but I don't have the height of it. Okay, so I will be building that information into a new PDF and posting that. Okay, so let's get back over to model. Okay, and off of this here, I'm going to draw a line. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and find an axis that I want to work with. So I have, those are my axis lines. There we go. I'm going to go right click and visible. Okay? And then I'm going to go right click, new sketch. And I'm going to pick that plane. Then I'm going to go pick my circle here. I got to use the geometry of that axis, which is really great. Okay? And that is 0.5 is the diameter on that. Okay? And then I'm going to go to the center out here. So I'm going to look over here. And from the center of this to the center of that is 3.37. Okay? So I'm going to extrude my piece, that amount. Right click, finish sketch, extrude. It's already wanting to do it for me, and I'm going to 3.37. Okay. Now, let's check something. Let's check our distance. So I'm going to pick the end of that, and I'm going to go to the end of that, 3.37. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now I need to make a ball here. So how am I going to make a ball? Okay. Well, I'm going to write new sketch. I'm going to pick here. I'm going to pick an axis on that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to project that geometry right there. So I'm going to go project geometry, and it should project it right out here that you see. Okay, great. Then, okay, done. Oh, excuse me, I'm actually not going to be done. I apologize. I'm going to right click and I'm still in Sketch, so good. I'm still in Sketch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a circle, I'm going to find the center of that, and I'm going to extrude this out. Okay? And do I have a diameter for my ball? Which is a diameter of 1. Okay? And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to trim this side of it off. Okay? And then I'm going to draw a line from this point to that point. Okay? Right click, finish sketch. Now I'm going to go to revolve. I'm going to pick this geometry, which is this half circle. I'm going to go over here and pick my axis, and there it is, and go full, and OK. Now let's go into View, go Individual Styles Realistic, and there you can see I have created my object. Okay. Now you can see that I'm too tall right here, and this is one of the pieces of geometry that I have not given you that will be in the new drawings. So I'm going to have to go back over to here. Okay, I'm going to go into View again, get back into my wireframe because it's easier to work in that. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to this sketch here, right there, and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go Edit Sketch. And I'm going to go to a dimension here. I'm going to pick this point here and this point here, and I'm going to give it a dimension, and I'm going to call it 2.5. Okay, and right click and done, and finish sketch, and you can see that the handle is down lower, but now it seems like it's too low to me, so I'm going to right click and go into Edit Sketch and 2.65 and done, and finish sketch, and that looks pretty good. I'm going to take that. I'll take that, and I will apply that geometry for you in the PDF because it's not there now. Okay, so far this has gone pretty easy, I think. Get up into our model, go to our chamfer. I sure wish this would stay 0.03 because I'm using it all the darn time. Okay, and apply. There we go. And I'm going to flip it over. Okay. Now here is a critical thing here. I want to right click, new sketch, pick the bottom here. Okay. And I see there's a chamfer on that too. I could have done it at the same time, but I didn't do it. I'm going to pick a point because this time I want to drill a hole. I'm not going to just make a hole. I'm going to actually drill a hole. Okay. Escape, right click, finish sketch. Okay. Hole. It's going to find that point for me. Okay. It needs to be a half an inch. 0.5. Okay. And I want it to go up and 118, and I want it to go a distance of 2. Okay. And I want it to have this 118 on the end. Just going to go OK. Go on the front here. And you can see that it's there. It actually didn't show up, did it? When it was in the 3D view. You don't see that point. It doesn't show it, but it was right there. Okay? While I'm here, go over here. And let's go back to chamfer. It's already 0.3, so I can just grab that. I could have done them both at the same time if I would have been on top of it. But that's it. Now, I want to show you a little, I'm going to go a little farther with this, okay? I'm going to go back here and see if I can do this. to this extrusion here, okay, and this sketch, okay, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to go edit sketch, and I'm going to see if I can do something a little more clever on this, okay, and so what I want to do here is I want to play with this little piece here. Okay, so I want to see if I can do this a little different. So I'm going to go into this extrusion. I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go delete. And it's going to say, do I want to take all that stuff with me? I'm going to go yes, because I want to lose all that. Notice everything else, even those things I did after it, are still there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click, new sketch. I'm going to pick this plane. I'm going to come and draw a line across the top from there to there. Okay. I'm escape a couple times. Going to pick that line, go up here, and turn it into a construction line. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here. Going to go finish sketch. I'm going to go up to plane. Okay, and I'm going to pick this point. Okay, and notice I get a opportunity to change its angle. So I want it to tilt up, so I'm going to go -5. Okay. Oops. What happened there? That didn't work. So plane, pick that, and -5. Oh, don't be doing that. That's not what I wanted. You can see that it did it up on that plane, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay. We'll try one more time here. Okay. Pick. Back up here a couple. There we go. One more forward. That's okay. Get back around here. Okay, pick, right click, finish sketch. Go to the plane. And we got some other planes that are available, okay? And I should be able just to do plane and pick this. I did this earlier. And then I'm going to hit enter. Come on. Escape, plane. There we go. Okay, so now, now I have a choice. And I'm going to type in 5, okay? And that's not going to work, so I'm going to type in 85. Let's see, there we go. So last time I typed in 5, this time I'm going to have to type in 85. For which reason I do not know, but that's, I just typed in 85, okay? And I'm going to, so I'm picking this plane, and I'm going to go pick my line that I drew, okay, and I'm going to hit enter. Come on now, there it is, and I'm going to type in, let's type in 5 degrees, and you can see that it's tilting like just off the top, and that's not what I want. I want it to tilt a different way, so I'm going to type in 85. There we go. So it's going to go up 5 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go OK. So now I have this new plane here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go right click, new sketch. I'm going to pick this plane here. Okay, and then I'm going to project this geometry here, which is my line, and you can see there it goes. Then I'm going to go circle. Okay, going to pick, oops, should be picking off of this plane here. Okay, there we go. And that is 0.5 if I remember right. Now let's go sideways and see if that did what I wanted it to do. Exactly. You can see that it's at a 5-degree angle. Okay? So then I'm going to define the height. We did that earlier. and from that point there, and I'm going to call it 2.65, I believe is what we had. Oops, not 2.65. Okay. Done. Right click, finish sketch. Okay. Then I'm extrude. Pick that. Now that's coming out at an angle, and it's coming out the same amount, which is just great. I'm going to come over here and look at it. Oh, I liking that. Okay, I'm liking that a lot. That looks really nice. Okay. Then I'm going to go back over here. Okay. Right click, new sketch. Okay. Pick this face here. Okay. I'm going to draw a line. And it's going to be at an angle. It's going to be on that plane, right? Okay. And then I'm going to be drawing a circle. And our diameter is 1. Okay. I'm going to trim it up here. I'm going to extend it through to the bottom right there. Okay. I'm going to trim this side of it off. Okay. That has to do with the dimension. So I'm going to grab the dimension and delete it. Okay. And I need to run this line all the way through. So I'm going to, extend. There we go. And now trim. Okay. Go back in a dimension just for fun, because it's always a good thing to dimension. Okay. Right click, done. Right click, finish sketch. Okay. Revolve. Pick the object and pick the axis. Gotta go pick the little axis icon box, and there it is. And okay. And we're going to go view and get out of the styles and go to realistic. And oh, I'm liking that even better than the one I had before. Okay? Because I think I have seen these handles and they all have a slight angle to them. So that's how I did that. Okay?